Stephen Campbell made his mark as the first Amerindian Member of Parliament in Guyana when he was elected to the Legislative Council of British Guyana in September 1957. As the Ministry of Indigenous Peoples Affairs celebrates Indigenous Heritage Month, the life and works of Stephen Campbell were celebrated at the Indigenous Village Sophia. Here is Minister of Indigenous Peoples Affairs, Sidney Allicock.
Mr. Stephen Campbell fought in all areas for the good of his people. As a matter of fact, before independence, he actually said if the coastal people were ready for independence, the hinterland was not, because they were not involved in the discussions and the debate and the planning for independence.
Minister Allicock says that Stephen Campbell was a leader who believed in the good life and the development of every indigenous community.
And little do we know, I think, until now, is that for the first time, under his lobbying, we as indigenous peoples were able to vote at elections, national elections. After 50 years, we still are not organized as he wished us to be. And I think we should take these opportunities. Every heritage and every time we have this day put aside for him to think about the values he left.
The minister predicted that Guyana's eco-environment, which is managed by several indigenous communities, will emerge as the healthiest contribution to the economy.
In consideration, we should be thinking about revamping the Amerindian Research Unit at the University of Guyana. We need to have that creativeness that is within the indigenous peoples to be exposed across Guyana and way beyond. To have our works being advertised, our books, our poetry, our drama, our music, our arts and crafts, our languages.
14 indigenous citizens were awarded for offering more than 25 years of service to the indigenous community, mainly in the education sector, community development, health, and culture. Reporting for Age GP Nightly News, Ayana George.